Hello everybody, thank you so much for watching Where with Sim again. Hope you guys are all having a great day so far. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the tropics and also the storm system. And we have also continued to have changes with the storm system too as well. So we'll have to keep watching, but the GFS model kind of went back to one of the things it did show in the past. So we'll have to keep watching, but as of right now, we do have a 70% chance of development in the next 7 days. So that's a pretty high chance of development. So this will likely develop. And for what it's looking like, this also may develop as we get into, this may upgrade to a 80% chance as we get into the next few hours this morning, where the National Hurricane Center does have another update, but we'll have to see. It may not upgrade to a 80% chance, but this will likely upgrade at least in the next 7 days. So we'll keep watching. Storm Prediction Center outlook, not really looking super concerning, but I do want to show you that we are seeing general risks for today, tomorrow, and even day 3. So we'll have to keep watching, but I wouldn't be surprised if day 2 or day 3 were to have a marginal risk, and we'll talk about that in a second. But as we do take a look at the Climate Prediction Center outlook, we do have a chance for pretty well above average temperatures across the eastern United States. So we'll have to keep our eye on this, but slightly above average temperatures is what's going to be the main concern. While we are seeing below in the northwest, but we are even seeing a chance for slightly above average precipitation across much of the United States, especially this area that could see pretty well above average precipitation. But 8 to 14 day outlook, not as concerning as the 6 to 10 day outlook, just because we don't have that third threat for above average precipitation. But the Ohio Valley could see its own above average precipitation just because that's the only area it covers. But we are even seeing that chance across the Wyoming, Colorado, Utah, eastern Idaho, getting into Montana, so all those areas do seem to have a chance for slightly above average precipitation. Same goes for a little bit of California, but above for the East Coast and below for quite a bit of the United States. So we'll keep watching. But we look at the GFS model. We're gonna go ahead and start off to today around. Let's see. We're gonna go today. Okay, so we're going to start off around 6 a.m., which is about now. We're going to go ahead and take this forward, and as you see, we kind of see like some showery, thunderstormy activity across this area. Then as that finally heads out, we got our next big concern coming in. So we start to see a little bit of light snow across southwest Indiana. Then that changes back to rain while we do have that threat for heavy snow across Idaho and Indiana. So we will have to keep watching, but we don't really have a threat for heavy snow in Indiana, but we do have that chance for well below average temperatures. Sorry, this keeps doing something to me, but we do have that chance for well below average temperatures, but it's only a slight chance. Precipitation, we do have a chance for both on the west and east coast. Snow outlook for portions of the mountains region, and then a wind threat for the northern Midwest getting into New England. So we'll have to keep watching, but we're going to continue to take this forward, and as you see, we'll see probably another round of showery activity across the Ohio Valley. But if you look down here to the south, we could be talking heavy thunderstorms across New Orleans, getting into Tallahassee, and then moving through the Jacksonville region. So we'll have to see, but we're definitely talking quite some thunderstormy activity. And as you see, the GFS model is putting isolated snowstorms across quite a bit of our area. Because if you look, we got like this area right here and stuff like that. So I mean, we're talking isolated snowstorms possible as we get into November 29th, or even at the beginning of November. But total snowfall anywhere from now to November 23. So it hasn't really updated quite yet, but we are talking some pretty good snowfalls across Ohio Valley, at least up to an inch is what expected. We can't rule out some for southern Indiana, so at least a few flurries may be possible. And then we will likely see some snowfall across this area right here, some Atlantic and even New England. So we'll have to keep watching, but it's not really gonna be like a super big thing for the Ohio Valley. So we'll have to keep watching though. But anywhere from now to November 23, we are expecting some pretty good amounts down here to the south, especially around Louisiana, Texas, Alabama, Florida, and even Georgia, where we are seeing those amounts up to 3 inches. But if we look at the CMC model, it does seem to be a little bit more aggressive up north, especially across southern Ohio and even the Lexington, Kentucky region. And then we got that strip of heavier rainfall. But with the European model, which does seem to be a little bit more likely to be right, it does seem to be a little bit more aggressive up north as well. Maybe not as much, but definitely more aggressive the farther east you go from the Ohio Valley to the plains. We are seeing that even strip of precipitation up to 3 inches of rain possible for eastern Arkansas and Louisiana, but Ohio Valley getting pretty much a beneficial amount, at least up to 2 inches. So we'll have to keep watching, but I do want to re-show you. I do want to show you guys what the CMC model thinks, and it actually isn't really showing any snow at all for these areas, which is kind of concerning. But we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the jet stream forecast. I did choose a different type of jet stream. This one is usually the one that more meteorologists use, but maybe more like 300 millibar wind speed jet stream. So we're going to go ahead and take this forward, and as you see, we start to kind of see like a pretty active jet stream across this area. And as you see, as that continues to hit it, it kind of makes like this dip in the jet stream with this kind of low pressure system around here. So I mean, this is gonna kind of be an interesting pattern. We'll have to keep watching, but as you see, we continue to keep seeing more dips in the jet stream. So we'll have to keep watching for more storms. So, and if you don't know what dips in the jet stream means, it means more storms. So when you're talking a pretty nasty dip in the jet stream, we're talking more storms. So definitely be aware of that if you're like next to one of these dips in the jet streams. But as we do take a look at the temperatures, we're going to go ahead and take this forward to November 20th, because that's when we will start to see freezing temperatures, and that's only 6 days out. So I mean, most of the things that I've been showing you only go to November 23 and also have an update, but they only go to November 2023. So I mean, we'll have to keep watching this, but they definitely have to be aware of freezing as we get into November 24th, where we will see those temperatures dip down to the teens in some areas. Because if you look, we start to see another round of pretty well above average temperatures, and yeah, we'll have to really pay attention to this, but we'll definitely be seeing a round of slightly below to pretty well below average temperatures for a lot of this area. Thank you guys very much for watching. We'll continue to see changes for quite a bit of area, so we will see changes with the Ohio Valley, it looks like, because things have continued changing for the last couple of days in the Ohio Valley. So we'll have to keep watching, but definitely a lot of uncertainty still, even though we are heading only a week out to where the storm does occur. So we'll have to see about this, but you guys have a great day, and I would like to see more subscribers if that's what you guys want to do.